Welcome to Harrison Center. My name is Mr. Atkinson, and I am the social studies teacher here at Harrison. So I welcome you to the school and to my classroom for both returning students and new students to the program. I respect and admire your decision to continue your education with our program. My goal is that everybody is going to be successful here, and I want everybody to actually believe that they can be successful. But to do so, I just want to cover my basic classroom expectations. For a successful learning environment to happen, it's important to remember to be respectful of the people in the classroom with you. This is your classmates, other staff, and teachers, as well as yourself. This includes things like being on time for class, using appropriate language, dressing appropriately, just demonstrating mature behavior. We consider this program to be an adult education program, and we'd like to treat you that way, but we expect that you will act that way as well. Failure to comply will result in the issuance of a lack of responsibility form, or LOR, being written and turned into the office for formal discipline. Just some daily work habits that I want to emphasize here. You're expected to work diligently and quietly each and every day during class. It's important to make sure that we're working quietly because there are some people who need it quiet to work and to focus, and we have to respect them first and foremost. If you're someone who needs some sound or some background noise, feel free to bring a music device with you and with your own personal headphones, and you can listen to music as long as it's not audible to the whole class, and that'll help you, and it'll help you focus and remain quiet for the rest of the class. If you are being disruptive, you will be warned, but you will be sent to the refocus room and issued an LOR. So it's just important to make sure that you're following these work habits each day. Please do not sleep in class. We're back in school now. You're expected to get the proper rest that you can so that you can come to class prepared and not use this time to nap. Please work until the end of the hour. I usually give you about 5 minutes to pack up. Do not pack up until that time has been given. Once you have been given permission to clean up, put any unfinished materials back in your folder. Your folders will get placed in the black filing cabinet up by my desk in the right hour, and then all textbooks need to go back to their proper location. Textbooks do not leave the classroom. I do not check them out, and what I have is what I've got. So make sure that you return them, and please treat them well. We don't want writing in them, and we don't need them to be vandalized. That way other students can use them easily. And then any debris or food wrappers or anything like that around your workspace, make sure to take a peek at the floor and clean that up and throw it away if you wouldn't mind. Try and keep the room clean for the next group that comes in. Make sure that the work you're doing is that of your own. Please do not copy or allow others to copy your work. If you do so, there are several consequences that can all occur. You will lose credit for at least that assignment and possibly other work completed. You may have to start the course over, and you may be issued an LOR or other discipline action. So please make sure that you're doing your own work at all times. I will check your progress continually throughout the course. Informally, I check it all the time. And once we get rolling, I will have a good understanding of where each person's at on a day-to-day basis. But formally, I do progress checks for 60-hour courses every 15 hours, 30 hours, 45 hours, and then at 60 hours you should be complete or close to it. In a 30-hour course like Career Ed, I'll check it every 10 hours, 20 hours, and 30 hours. Now with these progress checks, these are the formal progress check settings. And what that means is for those students who are behind, and I've been trying to get work out of you, but you're behind for no really good reason, and there's been little effort on your behalf to get caught up, I will issue an LOR for that as a warning to you that your work ethic and habits need to change. Now, in the instances of a student that just works slow and might need a little bit of extra time, as long as you're communicating that with me, you're asking questions every day, and you're making sure that I know that you're just moving a little bit slower, I'm not going to jump to write you up for that, because there are people who just need a little bit extra time, but you need to make sure you're communicating that with me, because I can't just assume that that's the case. I will not edit or issue any credits until all of the coursework on your course requirement sheet is completed and all the course hours have been met. There are certain circumstances that may allow you to bypass the course hours, which I will not get into right now. We can talk about that on an individual basis if you are interested. Please make sure your attendance is good. You will be dropped upon the 13th unexcused absence in a normal 60-hour course. And in a 30-hour course, for example, career ed, or if you're continuing with a quarter credit, those classes are a 30-hour course, and you will be dropped upon the 7th unexcused absence. So if you do need to miss, make sure you get an excuse, like a doctor's note or a funeral slip, something of that nature, so that I can mark you as excused for that day. But just skipping will get you dropped eventually. To make sure that I get you marked in my attendance book, you need to sign in on the attendance sheet up the front of the room every day. It's especially important if I'm not here, because I'm not going to ask you if you were here. I'm just going to look at the attendance sheet, and if your name's not there, I will mark you absent. So that's an official copy of your attendance every day, so make sure that you sign in. Tardies are something that I keep close record of. You're expected to be in the classroom, prepared for class when the bell rings. I will issue an LOR on the third tardy, and the third tardy is also considered an unexcused absence. So it's almost as if you didn't come that day at all, even though you were late. And tardy doesn't necessarily mean not being in the room when the bell rings, but if you're unprepared for class when the bell rings, or you haven't made an effort to gather your materials and you're just causing a disruption to other people, in the past I have counted that as a tardy as well. So you just want to make sure you're ready to go when the bell rings. If you need to leave the room, please sign out on the pass log at the front of the room. If the pass is available that you need, for instance the bathroom or office pass, grab the pass and you can go. When you come back, return the pass and log back in. This is an easy way for me to do it. That way you don't have to interrupt me if I'm helping someone to go to the bathroom. Now, if for instance it's an emergency and you need to go, just let me know quickly so that I can send you out. Or any other needs, like if you need to go to another classroom, I can write you a special pass for that. But please make sure that you're signing in and signing out on that pass log and taking the passes with you if you need to go somewhere, or seeing me to request a special pass. Cell phones, tablets, laptops, and other personal devices can only be used for educational and school purposes. Any other use, as far as I'm concerned, is grounds for an LOR and or further action to be taken. So please do not have cell phones out texting throughout the hour. I understand that there are circumstances when you may need to glance at your phone to see a message, but you do not need to have a full-blown conversation on a phone. It becomes very much a distraction, and it prevents you from working effectively. And other devices I encourage you to bring, like your own personal computers and things, because they're good productivity tools, and there are instances when you will use them. As long as you're using them properly, I do not have a problem. You may also use music players or use a phone for a music player, but it may not be audible to the entire class. Please have headphones available. I have new computers. We will be getting, we'll have new desktops and laptops. Make sure you're using them appropriately for your coursework. Be respectful of the machines. Make sure you're cleaning up after yourself. Don't leave a messy workstation. Don't tuck things in behind the computers. And don't use them inappropriately. There should be no YouTube videos, no music sites especially if you're on the E2020 Edgenuity learning system. And please just be careful with all the other technology that we have provided for you because it's expensive and we don't want to have to replace it. We want to make sure everyone gets a chance to use it. As a student, you are responsible to understand these rules and guidelines. I expect you to ask any questions if you don't know, if you're not sure of something, but it's up to you to know what to do in the circumstances and situations on this rule sheet. Please ask for help at any time to clarify anything regarding course requirements or course rules. My contact information is here, and it's also on your course requirement sheet or your course expectation sheet. So please feel free to utilize it as needed. So thank you very much, and I hope to have a successful school year with you.